Again, right here, right now, with the president, the CEO, the man behind the whole deal, and Claudia in the back still doing paperwork. True Sport Foundation. Without you guys, this All Star game won't be going on. And like I always say before, your All Star game is so different than others.
Yeah.
And again, I'm gonna ask you that again, Coach. What make your All Star game more exciting than the others?
What makes it more exciting is these kids come out and compete for a spot to play. And this year we opened it up for the private and the public school kids of all nature to come out and just compete for a spot. And unfortunately, we had to make cuts, but it made for great competition, which makes this All-Star game that much more incredible than all the other All-Star games that are going. And these kids out here are actually getting a shot to be recruited on the next level. So that's what makes us different from the other All-Star games.
And I think the cutting all the roster, make the kids play much better because other All-Star don't cut. They just got the guy and they stay with the guy. But here, you make it like a normal season, like back in college or NFL, that if you don't make the roster, I'm sorry, but we still going to help you out. But to play this game, you got to make the team. Now, I'm going to put you back on the spot. Give me a score.
0-0.
Oh, yeah, I don't believe that, Coach. I don't believe that. That let you know that he's real neutral this year because every year I ask him, he always put it out there. And like you say, private is leading the score 3-1.
Yes, sir.
Okay? And again, what you see out there in the field?
Well, I see a lot of competition from both sides. I see the public being a little stronger this year than they have been in the past years, and it's a little more organizational. And those guys are just flying around and got a few bigger guys and a lot more competition from that side. The scrimmage was 21-21 today, but, those are the great things that happen when you have a scrimmage before actually going into the week so each team can get a feel for how each team is playing. So that's very important to me as far as letting them get a feel and actually having them going out to play before the game.
Now, Mario, I saw a kid out there today on the public side, and he from Lauderhill. Is that a high school player or that's a grown man playing? Even one of the players said, hey, man, this guy is big. And I'm talking about the guy was big out there from Lauderhill. Now, Mario, you do not just All-Star game. Can you please tell the audience what else you do at True Sport Foundation? What do you do after the All-Star game?
We have a variety of programs, mentoring through athletics, which we mentor young men and trying to go to college, and we also do speed and agility camps and conditioning camps where we make way for kids to have opportunities to get to the next level. So that's very important to us, mentoring these young kids, teaching them great habits and what coaches want to see on the next level. So we do it through athletics, and that's what our program stands for.
Now, Coach, another thing, you're always out there, you want the live footage of the coaches talking to the kid because, like Coach said, I want to let it be real. We don't come here and shake a shack, nothing. We put it like it is.
Exactly.
And these coaches talk to these kids the way they're supposed to, and they listen to the coaches, they respect the coaches, and the kids respect the coaches itself. But, Coach, I was out here today. The scrimmage itself is so different than the other past 3 years, Like you said, I think probably do have a chance because they're not smack talking. They're not talking loud like the past 3 years.
Yep.
I'm going to beat you 60, 70 points and all that. And guess what? It comes out that private win. Now, you got some, I can't call it name, but you got some coaches out here from day one that you've been having that they still out here helping you out. Without those guys, I believe this won't be going like that.
Yeah, I tell you what, it says a lot for the program that we have going on, the continuity and the consistency that the coaches continue to come back and coach this All-Star game, and we love that because it shows a lot for what we're doing as far as the players in the program. It shows a lot that we care about not just them going out playing in the actual football game, but these coaches are also helping these kids get into college. So it says a lot for the coaches that do come back on a yearly basis and they want to coach in this game.
Well, a lot of coaches were saying, wow, you got a new coach now, coaching the private side, Mr. Mike, he's in Texas right now. But a lot of people were saying, oh, you had Coach Messinette that been wanted back to back to back, and they wanted to see if he could do it one more year. But like I always say in the media, you can't be spoiled all the time. You got to change it up. And Mike did a great job this year with Champagnat, and you gave them a break. So, I mean, both sides are really stacked, with players, and you did cuts, and you still got players like crazy. Now, Mario, can you please tell the audience, why are you the number one All-Star game? You got to put it out there. Why is you the number one? And and before we let him go, we gonna bring Claude in real quick. Without her, she won't be doing all the stuff. Kamari, let's talk about Claude real quick. She got to put the makeup on and everything. Mario, tell us what Miss Claude and your sister and so on do behind the scene.
Those are the people that you don't see that do all of the hard work, and those are the things that are very necessary to make this program happen. From registering kids and just making sure the parents and the kids are well informed of the things that are going on. While people like me sit back and walk the field and just make sure the field work is being presented in the right way with the coaches. So that's the unseen work that no one ever sees, the behind the scenes, and that's what makes them number one in my book.
Yeah, because I was told because when you sleep, they working.
Nah.
Yeah. And then the other little gentleman that he's not here today, Mr. Producer, the graphic man, can you tell me a little bit more about little Mario Jr.?
Mario, he's coming up, and he's a junior right now, but he does a lot of our graphics. He's going to be putting a mini-series movie together about just what we're doing in the All-Star game this year. And hopefully we can get him on working with you so that he can help cut and edit a lot of your stuff. But that's his forte. He loves to edit and graphic design, and that'll be his next future outside of playing football. So
now, Coach, I've been asked by a couple of coaches and players from this year, because you started it with the combine for underclassmen, then the All-Star game. When are you going to bring that back? Because I feel that should have been every year, but I know you changed it up. Yeah. But a lot of kids are waiting for that, because I feel that was a tool to show the kids, hey, come look at this game. When will you bring that back again?
I tell you what, we're looking to bring it back in the spring. And even next year it's going to be a bigger game, because we're going to add that before the game, and we'll have one in the summer. And that'll be the way we start selecting kids for the All-Star game, as well as their grades and having the 2.5 and just being ready to go. Because what we really want to do to make this game happen is to have these kids ready for the college coaches when they come in. Being qualified, having the SAT, having the grades, and just ready to go. Because a lot of our South Florida kids get overlooked, but they're Tier 1 and 2 kids in any other state. So that's our focus, having these kids well prepared before they get to this point so they can play this game, get some film footage, and then be able to be recruited.
Well, you heard it here from Mr. Mario Smith from True Sport Foundation, and he's the head coach of Monsignor Pace. Hey, them boys doing big things over there. The Spartans, I'm an alumni. I don't care what nobody say. I'm a Spartan to the end. Mario, the number one coach I know personally, this man do it right with his family, friends, everyone come out here. The sponsors that help True Sport Foundation. I give you one gentleman that he comes here every year, Marcus Van Dyke. Mario coached him, am I right?
Yes, sir.
And he always come and support this. Again, this is the number one All-Star game in Miami, Florida. It's going to be here at Monsignor Pace this Friday night. At what time, Coach?
At 6:30. Make sure you're there. An awesome game, and it's going to be exciting. These guys are going to be flying around making plays. Make sure you come out and see the number one All-Star game, private versus public, in the house. And
I made a mistake. Let me correct that. It's Saturday.
Saturday.
The number one All-Star game. And you heard it here live from GVP Sports, True Sport Foundation, and Under the Lights.